Hello everyone, Thomas Perkins here, Fish Guru Aquatics, and I'm kind of enjoying this while I can because for the next 2 days, this tank is going to be Thunderdome. They just ate their last meal in this location. I'm going to have to move the fish on Friday. So yeah, I don't want to feed them for the day before and the day after and the day of the move. So everyone in this tank is going over to my new place with my friends, and they're going to be going into a 75-gallon aquarium. It's a little bit shorter. I'm going to take as much of this decor as I can so that as much of the biological bacteria that's in this tank is going to be over there. I've also got a bag of media for a sun canister filter, which is what's on the tank, and then that'll be going over there as well. So, and assuming everything's good and copacetic and everything is good, they shouldn't be in the bucket too long. But just in case we have to keep them cooped up for a while, we're gonna take some precautions. So I don't want them pooping or anything. The bad thing about geophages is they're grazers, and while I can just not feed them, they're constantly sifting they're constantly sifting out little pieces of like snails. There's a good colony of Malaysian trumpet snails in here, although I never get to see them because they live in the gravel. But their babies are constantly being sifted out, so that no matter what I do, they're always going to be eating a little bit. Also, the plecos are not eating. They ate last night too. Hopefully, at least I don't see any of their food anywhere. So there are two plecos in here. There is the ancestor species Rio Eucali, who I got a great shot of yesterday, but I didn't record on my phone, and the Starlight, which is the shyest fish I've ever owned. I cannot get him to come out at all. That's all I ever get to see of him right there. That's his tail. So if that hole wasn't there, I wouldn't get to see him. The other fish in the tank are the breeding group of diamond tetras, which I will probably bag up and move over there as well. I might move them down here into the 55 until we're ready for them, because I don't want to put them in with these guys who are going to be really pissed off. Look at how pretty this guy is. This camera does not do these things justice. It's really gorgeous in person. Looks a lot better than that. But this is usually about the time that these two start breeding. I do water changes on Monday, and now it's usually the time that they start breeding. So keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't do that. We're kind of on hold for babies until when I get these guys bred up. Gonna move them into. I might take some of them over there. Got a couple 20s set up for growing out fish, that's what this is. This is a 20-gallon. We might take. I don't even know how many I actually have. So let's see. If I take a third of them over there, that'll make some room in this tank, and they'll grow out faster. They'll be getting more food. So anyway. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move these guys over there and get them set up in a 75-gallon tank, barring me getting the 120 back, which is taking longer than expected. I was supposed to have it back in, let's look at the babies for a minute, see what he does. I was supposed to have it back in August or September, and it's now December, so they were never supposed to be in this tank for more than a few months. But, you know, that's part of it. But they're still doing great for me. I'm changing a lot of water every day, every week. So I used to do to this line, and now I do down to about right here. My water changes twice a week. So that gives you some idea of how much water I'm changing to keep these guys alive and healthy. And honestly, it's way more work than it should be. Like, these 6 fish in like a 120, I'd be changing water like every 2 weeks. But, you know, while the 120 is a little bit overkill for these guys, but the thing is, I want other fish in there, and I definitely want some carnivorous plecos. I definitely want another species of cichlid. I haven't decided yet on what that is going to be. Similar price point to these guys, though, so these guys will run for about $25 to $45, so that's my range on getting other fish. And I think I know what I want, but they're hard to find, so I'm going to hold out on that. I don't want to say anything in case I can't get them. I'd like to get screw it, I'll just say it. I want to get a Regani pike. I want to get a pair of Regani pikes and have them be good in there with these guys. That might mean getting rid of some of the tetras or starting breeding those in some other tank, but, you know, it would be a fun little project. But Fort Smith water chemistry is a little different than Oklahoma's. For one thing, we're highly basic here. It's 8.3 to 8.4 on a good day, a bad day, depending on how you look at it. Which is great for cichlids, just not these cichlids. So, people tend to think that all cichlids are created equally. So I really can't wait to get these guys into some better water and have them color up to their full potential, because they've always been kind of dark in here. But I will be taking as much of this water as I possibly can with me to get them going. I'm also taking their sponge filter, all of their breeding rocks, and their giant log. So that will be getting rid of some of the duckweed and snails. But yeah. For some reason, the snails in this tank up here have been bunching up. It makes it really easy to grab them. So, you know, it's kind of cool. Got some little ram's horns. I'm sure I'm getting Asalon's pixies. Nope. Okay. I keep them in there to feed these pixies. They like to eat them. They like to eat their eggs. So, anyway. But yeah, this is not the most ergonomic tank to work in. And in fact, getting the fish out of here is quite a pain because the 20 longs down here are kind of in the way. You can't get all the way up against it like in most 50-yard gallons. Plus, it's almost up to my shoulder. Like, there's my arm, so I've got to kind of lean over this stand to get in there all the way. And these guys are really fast and very powerful fish, so we'll have to keep a close eye on them. But hopefully, they do fine. I just got duckweed in here, so yay. I'm going to take the tank down in a couple days, so it's fine. I think there's some Java moss in here, I can't tell. A little bit. Or is that just algae? Can't tell. Let's grab a piece. Oh no, it's that stupid liverwort that I got. Stuff's awful. This is a carnivorous plant. It's kind of like a Venus flytrap underwater. And I've been fighting it for months now. I got it in as a contaminant. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the video for today. I just wanted to give you an update on the Geophagus tapajos. They're going to be moving out of here, so you're not going to see them quite as much. But they are still going to be in my collection. They're just going to be going over. They're just going to be moving over first because I don't want anything to happen to them. But yeah, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Go follow